Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slapp. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the brand new Lisa Eldridge Kitten Flick liquid eyeliner. It is brand new from Lisa Eldridge. She is delving into the world of liquid eyeliners and mascaras. I just got the eyeliner, so I'm going to be testing it out today. I'm going to be comparing it to my favourite liquid eyeliner of all time, the absolute GOAT, the Pat McGrath Labs Perma Precision liquid eyeliner. There is nothing better, or is there? We shall see. I'm just going to get into it, but if you haven't subscribed already, guys, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the Slapp family. And without further ado, guys, here is the video. It's a Kitten Flick liquid eyeliner. It comes in the shade black. It is £25 and $32 US. It seems like it's very similar to the Pat, and I had a very brief look at it in store when I went to the Liberty store, and the tip did look like it was slightly smaller and slightly thinner, so I do think it's going to be a different experience. I literally use the Pat McGrath every single day I wear makeup, so I will know how it compares pretty much straight away. Let's see what they say. Precision liquid eyeliner, silky matte finish with an ultra fine calligraphy style felt nib designed for the utmost ease and control, the most effortless, easy to use eyeliner. So that does sound good. The reason I stuck with the Pat McGrath one is it's just super easy to use. It gives me the effect. It gives me like the exact precise thickness that I want from a liquid eyeliner. So I'm hoping this is going to be similar. I do feel like it might be. It says intense pure black pigment glides onto the lid, allowing for perfect even skip-free lines. Perfect flexibility and length of the precision nib has been designed by Lisa for effortless control, allowing you to create that fine tapered out flick that characterizes Lisa's signature kitten eye. 24-hour wear, budge proof, smudge proof, transfer proof, water resistant, vegan and cruelty free. It's 0.46 mils and 0.02 fluid ounces. I don't know how this is going to compare to the Pat McGrath. The Pat McGrath is £30, but it does last a long time. It also does come in a dark brown as well. 12-hour wear, waterproof, opaque coverage, no skipping, 0.41 ounces, 1.2 mil. So I do think it's actually bigger. The Lisa one was 0.46 mil. So the Pat McGrath is double and then some. So that's actually quite good to know. I didn't think that would be the case, so I'm quite glad I know that. For an extra £5 you get double and more, which does seem to me to be like better value for money, but we shall see. So I'm just going to get into it, guys. I'm going to show you the packaging. I'm going to show you a swatch. I'll show you a swatch of my Pat as well, and then I'll get into a demo. Those are the swatches on, and that is a comparison between the two. First up with the packaging, they're both black, they both have gold writing, but the Lisa Eldridge is slightly shorter and it's definitely a lot fatter as well. It's also a matte packaging, so it just feels a bit more, feels slightly grippier, but it is a bit fatter, so I'm just a bit more conscious of getting my hand around it. It feels a little bit less easy to hold, whereas the Pat McGrath one, it is slightly silkier, but it does just feel a bit more like a pencil, and maybe because I'm much more used to using it, but it just feels like a pencil that's easier to kind of grip and move around, whereas this feels a little bit more stocky, let's say, but I do like the matteness of it. In terms of making the swatch itself, the Lisa one felt a bit harder, a bit less smooth and a bit more jerky, whereas the Pat was just like a very easy kind of swoosh and flick kind of vibe. That also might be because I've been using the Pat McGrath one for years and I know how to hold it and kind of move with it, but it just did feel a bit more smooth and silky. I don't know if that's because the nib nib is just kind of unrestricted on its own, and it's a bit closer to the actual plastic. Whereas on this one, there are kind of two separate layers. So you've got the plastic, and then you've got another bit of plastic that goes in, and then you've got a nib. So I don't know if that makes it easier to be more precise, or whether it's kind of an obstacle to me creating a much smoother line. Now, I never usually do a liquid eyeliner in a camera, just because it makes it so much harder. So I'm going to do my right side in the camera, just because there's no point me doing this whole video off camera, and then I'll do the left side in the mirror, because the left side's going to be a bit more challenging just because it's the left. So that is the liquid eyeliner on. It looks good. It wasn't as easy to use, and I do think it has something to do with the fact that I'm trying to do it in this small mirror in front of a camera, and it's quite awkward. The precision is incredible. I can really go like right up to the lash line and create, if I wanted to, like the most minuscule, the thinnest line ever, which I do really like, and it's quite hard to get into the lash line like that. This really does that. It was a bit harder to kind of broaden it out smoothly from like a very thin point in the inner corner of my eye to kind of swooshing it out. It does look okay on the wing, but just before the wing it was kind of skipping a little bit, and it does make a point of like not skipping, as does the Pat McGrath one. I don't know if that's something that over time and through use I will get better at, but I didn't have to get better at it with the Pat one, it just happened. I'm going to show you close up my first attempt using the Lisa Eldridge. Okay, so like I said, I like the wing. It's a bit skippy in the middle. I'm going to try it now on the other side in the mirror, as I would with my Pat McGrath, and give this a fair chance, and I will be back to show you what it looks like. So I'm back, and I totally know what the difference is now. It was much easier, much smoother to do the thin line all the way to the end and swoosh it out. That bit is fine and not dissimilar at all from the Pat McGrath situation, although my wing actually is kind of weird. I just noticed. Awkward. Wing's not great. It doesn't look as smooth and as like refined and fine as the other one does, and it's like there are so many gaps, whereas I feel like the Pat McGrath one makes me look like I'm better at creating an eyeliner flick, because it just smooths it out. In the middle as well, one thing I do really like about it, because I've got quite round eyeballs, if that makes sense, the Pat McGrath one goes slightly thicker in the middle and then wings out. This one's harder to do that, because it's so precise. It wants to just go all across the lash line. It doesn't want to kind of change its width, which is what I want it to do. I want it to kind of follow my eye, but it doesn't do that. It kind of does what it thinks it wants me to do, which is fair enough. But yeah, it is quite gappy, and I feel like I'd have to go back. Just doing one kind of swoosh wouldn't be enough, and I'd have to go back and fill it in. But I do like the effect of it. I feel like it looks good. The blackness of it is really nice. It feels very 60s, and I do like the way it looks as a liquid. I think this would be really nice if I was trying to create like a 60s eye and go bigger but do it in layers, or if I just wanted a very, 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 very fine lash line, that would be really good. And if you wanted to be a bit more creative with this, or do like a fox eye, I think this would be really good for that. But personally, I have to stick with the Pat McGrath. I just find it smoother, the finish. It makes me look like I'm better at liner than I am, because every day it gives me a consistent finish. I never have to go back and reapply. I never have to go back and fill in. I never have to go back and like adjust things. I do like the way this one makes my eyes look. It does look a bit more like kitten-esque. So I'm glad I have tried it. I do think without mascara, this actually looks really good, and my eyes probably look better than they do without mascara for the Pat McGrath, and that's definitely something to say for the way this kind of frames the eye. It's got a retroness to it that's quite different. So I do like the way it actually makes my eyes look, considering I don't have mascara on. If you're looking for a black liquid eyeliner, you gotta go with a Pat McGrath. You will not be disappointed, please trust me on that. And I do like the way this makes my eyes look though. I do feel very Bambi-esque. So yeah, if you want Bambi-esque eyes, then this is quite a nice one to try. It's just not the easiest to use if you're not very good at liquid eyeliners, which I'm not, which is why I love the Pat one, because it makes it just, it made me think I was good, and now I've just realized I'm actually not that good. Anyway, that is it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Will you be buying it? Will you be trying it? Do you like the look of it? Let me know. Have you got it already? Have you tried it? Have you tried the mascara? Are you intrigued by any of these new products from Lisa Eldridge? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.